How do you help your baby with cerebral palsy? First of all, when you're not getting help, I know all countries are different. I don't know where everybody's from, but you need help. When you've had the trauma, asphyxia at birth, the cerebral palsy has had the hit. Now the whole thing is what degree of cerebral palsy it is. So what you're seeing from your pediatrician in all matters is that they assume you understand all of this, and they're waiting to see the severity. Now, being where your child's at now, you can't afford one more hour of waiting see. And so when you say you've been on tummy time, are you doing my course on tummy time, or are you just letting him be in tummy time? The reason to go through what's happening, so his absolute horizon was traumatized, but also so was the first breath. So my course of action is you do the newborn movement assessment so you can see where your child's at, and you're going to see the high score of over 15. Right? But you're doing this so you know and you understand where your child's at, because you don't know where your child's at, and you're expecting your pediatrician to give it to you. And since your pediatrician doesn't understand how to evaluate your child, you're both holding the same tail, and you're not helping your child. This is where it's time for a new pediatrician. You should have been sent over to neurology and being watched for neurology because of the episodes that happen at birth. The respiratory failure, as well as the NICU time and the asphyxia. So, but underlying causes of why this all happened, I wouldn't think twice about going to genetics, because the way that he's still on a lower tone side, considering everything, suggests that he could have had low tone genetics presenting. You've got the cerebral palsy hitting, so you're seeing the spasticity, but at the same time, it's not conclusive to what you would normally have under that situation. And again, for naive doctors, this can throw them, but for a seasoned professional, this should be a no-brainer for them. So you're going to go to neurology, but I would also go to ear, nose, and throat, possibly, but also GI, gastroenterology, right, to make sure that the airways are cleared properly in muscle base as well as structural base. And that's what you're looking for. You need to go that route. Please, right now, don't go past that, the sitting and stuff or anything like that, because the structure is not there. The reason the drooling is happening, and I just covered this recently on absolute horizon, the absolute horizon just wasn't established. So there's no vestibular system going into him yet. And the tummy time that you're looking for is for muscles. Babies aren't meant to have muscles. This is why they're not Arnold Schwarzenegger coming out of the womb. Babies are meant to use weight transfer, transitional movements with rotational responses. None of those are happening. And that's where you need to do. The second course is now the breathing course. This will establish to get you a really gentle touch, but also to get you to where you can reestablish the respiratory responses within the chest cavity. And then you're going to do my tummy time course. I would really like it if you got into my worried baby course, because then you'll be getting support with errands and the Zooms and everything that way. But you need to rock and roll, but you need to be with better doctors and get established. If you think it's 6 months getting into the system, and getting once a week physio and so forth is going to be the answer, no. You're gonna have to start your home care system, and that's what we have here is your home care system, so you can start today, because you don't need once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a month. You need daily interaction right now, because your child's not initiating the movements needed to. And that's why the movements aren't there, and you're looking for muscles to do it. Muscles aren't your answer, and you're going to get very confused on that path of thinking that muscles are the action needed in babies. Babies do not have load lift variations. Your son is trying to do those things right now, and that's how you can tell the level of the cerebral palsy. But that's where we're going at with that. Thanks.